Jason Glynn. I'm the general manager of the Azure Estate Hotel. Life before we got the new awning system, the old one was quite an antiquated process. The biggest bottlenecks to the old system was just the disruptions to the guest experience and the way it looked. You know, we had to predict what the weather was going to be like and make sure that we could bring the awnings out prior to the guests coming here. If we didn't have it down before the guests got in, we were cranking it down, having someone else reach over and pull it back, and then using those tie downs to tie onto the banister, onto the railing, which, you know, it looked like it was a makeshift solution. The other big one is that you lost the view. It was a big canvas tarp that came down, and so it got really dark in the gazebo, and the experience was a completely different experience. Guest experience is a huge part of what we are out here, and I think if anywhere in hospitality you want to have a good guest experience, because that's what they're coming out here. Anyone can eat at home, or there's many other restaurants to choose from, but we have a view where we're situated. And so not compromising that view and still allowing them to be comfortable allows them to enjoy their meal. The reason we picked Awnings and More and wanted to work with Jason and his team was because he gave us confidence right from the beginning when we were doing the tender process. The questions that were always asked, and that concern for us to not lose a step in our operations and work around it. They came out a number of times with different solutions when we were in that tender stage as well, trying to say, okay, here's the screens, what color would you like, what will work best, and giving us options, which was a really nice thing. One of the things that they did really nicely in that tender process was they had a drawing of the gazebo that they provided with us, and so we knew exactly where everything was going. And it was just that level of detail that gave us the confidence that they knew what they were doing, and the fact that they were more concerned about how things were going to affect us rather than how they were going to work around our schedule. That never came up with them. They just knew right from the beginning that we had a tight schedule, and then being very upfront and clear on timelines and everything to get the project done. A lot of other install companies, it's just a job to them. We didn't get that sense from Jason and his team, right from the tender stage to the final install stage, and even now we're still in contact with them about solutions and how things are going and making sure it's right. So, you know, we knew at the beginning we picked the right one because of the level of service that they were offering us. We felt like we were valued, and that was very important to us because we try and deliver that to our guests all the time, and to have someone doing that to us meant a lot. Now with the new awnings is worry-free and it's simplicity. We can operate very reactively. We don't have to really do any forward thinking or predicting what's going to happen. For the staff, it's just pushing a button down. For the guests, they're not losing that view. And aesthetically, when it's all open and out, it matches the property and it really looks nice. The new awnings actually, it really allows us to stand out against the competition because it gives us a longer season to be down at the gazebo. We can operate in cooler weather. Closing the screens down on the main level with the heaters inside gives a nice warm atmosphere, so it's a much more pleasant experience for the guests to be eating, and they're not rushing because they're getting cold. It stops the wind, or a lot of the wind, from coming in, again keeping the environment a lot more comfortable for our guests and our staff as well, and just gives us that flexibility. We could open this any time of the year now and still have an environment where you still have that outdoor feeling. We're not losing any of the view, and we're not compromising or making decisions just to shut down because the weather isn't in our favor. We can operate in rain very comfortably now and not have any issues. Especially this year, coming out of COVID and everything, is to create experiences for the guests and ones that they can be comfortable in. And what the awnings and the screens have helped us do is exactly that, by taking the weather elements out of the equation and not losing that feeling that you're at a gazebo, that you're not inside or you're not tarped up. It's also allowing us to generate more revenue and actually create something different for the locals around here to come after a round of golf or whatever. So, you know, our hours of operation were opened up, which allows us to service more guests, and our season increased on the front end and the back end. And for us, that's huge. Burgers and beer is kind of what we do down there, and it's become very popular, especially among the locals. I would definitely recommend Awnings and More to anyone out there looking for a solution. And I wouldn't say just commercially, but residentially as well, because they do take the time to really understand what you need it for and what solution you're looking for. And Jason wasn't too shy to say that's not what you're looking for. You know, we have a better solution for you, and it was really nice for them to educate us on what we didn't know and what solution might work better for us. You know, just the ability for these awnings to automatically close when the wind picks up. You know, we don't have to worry that we've left it open, and it just automatically closes, so our investment's protected by these add-ons that we didn't even know were out there when we were first starting to look. So coming from a customer service and a hospitality business, we know good customer service, and it was nice that we got to be treated with that same level of service as Awnings and More's customer.